When your best performers are Taj Gibson with 12 points and Derek D. Rose, who only played 5 minutes of basketball, you've got a problem. What's happening? I'm Ironman from the music group The Lottery, Showtime Records. You know who I am and what I does. I represent them Los Angeles Lakers for life. Hence the banner right there, right there. This is what I do. Now, I'm gonna make this super quick because I feel let down right now. I feel let down after that explosive outburst from my man Derek D. Rose. I was on pins and needles. I was waiting out because I've been telling people for the longest, this guy is due. He is back as long as he can stay healthy. And then he didn't come back into the game. They said it was because of ankle soreness. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the Minnesota Timberwolves played the two-time defending champion Golden State Warriors in Oracle Arena. And unfortunately, Derrick Rose was moved back to the bench. I'm going back to the bench. He went back to the bench for Tyus Jones. I like Tyus Jones. Tyus Jones been playing fairly well. You know, he's usually the backup point guard. We saw how things changed, the dynamic of the team when Rose was able to have the ball back in his hand. That's what he do. That's when he was at his most effective, at his very, very best. Now we're moving him back to backup point guard, playing with some... It doesn't make it... Look, listen. Before I continue on into that, listen, Jimmy Butler and Tom Thibodeau, or Thibodeau, however you pronounce it, they have got to go. They have got to go. Jimmy Butler, because he don't want to play there no more. Man, basically, why does he not want to play there no more? Because he wants a max contract, or he wants some type of guarantees. He wants to be the man, and he wants to know that things are going to go in his direction. He's going to be able to lead the team, and it's just not so. He doesn't feel that way. He doesn't feel like he's going to be properly compensated because they already maxed out Andrew Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns. So that's the reason behind all that. Don't go, I don't know to play. They're not strong. Man, they gave him the max contract right now. He would re-sign with them, no problem. It's not even legal for them to do that. But if he wanted to re-sign for it in the summer and they promised to give it to him, there would be no problem. But Tom Thibodeau, he's just not a great coach. He's not a great coach. He's not a great coach. He just takes superstar players or his best players and he runs them into the ground. He runs them 38 minutes a game, and he hardly plays the subs or new people. He doesn't develop any talent. So the team can go nowhere. It just can only go as far as those starters can carry you. And unless you have the absolute best players in the league, like D. Rose he was one of the absolute best players in the league when he played for Tom Thibodeau in Chicago for the Bulls. It ain't gonna work that far. You can only get so far, Kanye. But that's what the problem has been for the Minnesota Timberwolves. But they just weren't good today. They were not good. The reason Derrick Rose didn't return to the game is because for some reason, the floor was really slick. There was a lot of moisture. It was damp. They did a terrible job of taking care of that floor because I saw several people slipping on the floor, falling, can't get up. I saw Anthony Tolliver, Derrick Rose slipped, and when you slip like that on the floor, I mean, you can pull your hamstring, strain your groin. You can pull an ab muscle because your abs automatically contract, trying to keep you on balance and keep you from, slamming into the floor. Or you can, twist that ankle a little bit. He's had some ankle issues in the past, so I'm sure this was just a precautionary measure because he didn't look to go down and riot in agony or anything like that. But man, he slipped and he was like, ooh, it was like something, wasn't feeling great. So I'm sure they just like, hey man, hey, we need you for the stretch run. Let's go ahead and just take you on now and give Tyus Jones the minutes. And Tyus Jones played like 41 minutes. He's not aggressive at all. He just can't make shots. He went 3 for 11. That's about 27%. He actually had some assists. I don't think he had any turnovers, a couple rebounds. But at some point in the game, people who are on the floor have to put that ball, that orange ball, into that cylinder right there. And they weren't doing it, except for Taj Gibson, who had like 12 points, and he shot 50%. The rest of the team, they were not good. And when I say not good, it's just they weren't very efficient. And for all those people, he was like, oh man, Jimmy Butler says Andrew Wiggins, he's a bust, and all that. If you're crazy talk. Andrew Wiggins shot like 9 for 24, and Jimmy Butler was like 9 for 23. You know, the only difference in their production, really, I think Jimmy Butler had like 5 assists, but he didn't have like any steals or any blocks. And oh boy, was filling the stat sheet. Andrew Wiggins is who I'm talking about. But Andrew Wiggins went 4 for 9 from three-point land. Yeah, he went 4 for 9. While Jimmy Butler, even though like last week he played my Lakers, exploded, hit like 5 threes, and he was just unconscious, couldn't miss, and just snatched that victory away from my Lakers. This guy went 0 for 8 today. 0 for 8. He went 0 for 8 from 3, and that was the problem. He was playing a lot of hero ball. He wasn't really running the offense. He was just dribble, just overpowering whoever was guarding him and shooting these super tough, difficult shots over them, which makes me believe that he would be perfect for the Houston Rockets. That's the type of basketball they like to play. Everyone says, oh, they shoot a lot of threes. Hey, man, Chris Paul doesn't shoot as many threes as you think, and he shoots a lot of mid-range jumpers. I mean, he's been taking more threes because they've been pumping him, just shoot it. But that's part of his game. He comes off that pick and roll, that fake handoff dribble, boom, there it is right there, sidestep, and he knocks down that jumper, that mid-range jumper right at the free throw line. That's what he does. That's what he do. Okay, but you know they're trying to change him, and I don't know why they're trying to change Carmelo Anthony. Let people do what they do. That's why they've been successful. That's why they can continue to be successful. I mean, you can mold them a little bit, but don't try to drastically change someone. That's why people struggle. Let them do what they do. That's why you got them, right? Because they were good at what they do. You thought they could fit into what you're doing. You don't need to change somebody. Just like if you get into a relationship with somebody, don't try to change them because it never works. That's just free advice. I'm gonna give that to you. But move on. They were playing the defending, two-time defending champion Golden State Warriors, and basically it was the KD show. It wasn't even really the KD show. I mean, he took the leads in the rain. He was the conductor. Steph Curry was great again. Draymond Green was fantastic in his Draymond way. I think he had like 9 points, but he had like 10 assists or some crazy numbers, playing great defense. Klay Thompson seems to be back in stride after the explosion last week. I mean, he's knocking down all kinds of threes. They were just doing their thing, and to lead them all, that head of the snake, KD, was the Count Durantula. I mean, he had like 33 points and like 13 rebounds. Super efficient. I mean, he shot like over 50%. I mean, it's light work for this guy. I mean, he was just killing the entire game. And like I said, they're still on path to be my co-MVPs for the first time in NBA history. If you don't believe me, roll that beautiful bean footage.
All eyes were on this game because of D Rose and that 50 piece he dropped. And since Jimmy Butler wants to sit out the game against the Jazz, for the marquee game. Well, show me you a marquee player, man. Give me some of that max contract money. It was, okay. He's getting the max contract. Steph Curry deserves it, knocking down the tray over. Oh my God. Oh, man. He's part of the Splash Brothers now. Look at this. This is terrible defense. Tyus Jones just waving, playing Toro defense, just ole. And he just went right on through it. Look at D Rose. Oh, you gonna give me this 3? Take that with you, Steph. Take that with you. You remember I used to pound you, in 2010, 2011. Don't act like you forgot. Look at this. Jimmy Butler driving in, power move over Kevin Durant. Okay, he can do that. But look at this. Gorgie Dang and Karl Anthony Towns, they're not even looking. That's bad coaching. They both dive to the bucket. So it's terrible. No player movement, no ball movement. It's just one-on-one. And if you hit, okay, good, great. If you don't, it's a problem. Look at this. Trying to pass to Jordan Bell. Come on, KD. You got to do a little better than that. Look at this pass. How is this not a foul? I don't understand that. But good shot. Oh, well, I like the way Jimmy Butler is pumping up. But you notice Teague isn't pumping anybody up. He just like, man, I ain't worried about this, trying to get my $20 million a year. Tyus Jones is getting ate up by Steph Curry. And he ain't giving them nothing back on the other end. Wow, that pick and roll defense is horrendous. Horrendous right now. Look at this. Oh, come on, you have got... Man, can somebody please train him? Can we get a good coach for Andrew Wiggins? He's got all that potential. He needs somebody to mold him to bring that out of him. Then he just jumped out of the way of Kevin Durant and still got the foul. I don't understand that. Oh, step back. Tyus Jones, he's not even trying. He's like, I can't do nothing with this guy. They're too good. Too good. Y'all had y'all's opportunity. Damn.
Yeah. There's not really much to say about that. Definitely co-MVP material right now because they're doing things together. They're both doing their part. And I will continue to do my part, bringing you this intriguing content as long as you do your part, which is subscribing to the channel, hitting that notification bell so you're alerted every time there's a brand new video. If you think they may enjoy the content, feel free to share this with your friends, your families, your homies, your neighbors, your BFS forever, your boss, your co-workers, your fans, and your followers. I'm Ironman from the music group The Lottery, Showtime Records. And it's just how I see it. Be blessed and Godspeed.